Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this episode of NRV Healthy, a podcast where we go and we look at all the healthy things that are available to us in the New River Valley. This morning, we're at Blacksburg Farmers Market, and we're talking with Miss Debbie Edwards. She's the coordinator of the Blacksburg Farmers Market, and she so graciously said that she would help us today walk through the market and explain what's going on. Debbie, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Appreciate it. We love nothing more than to share what we're doing with the community, so we really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. So I'm Debbie Edwards, and I am the director of Friends of the Farmers Market, which is the nonprofit organization that oversees the farmers market. So I manage the nonprofit and I manage the markets. It's kind of like a little bit of a dual role. I'm relatively new to the area. I moved here 4 years ago from Delaware, and my background fit perfectly with the position when the position became available. But our farmers market is actually, I'm not entirely sure of how old it is, but it was started in around the mid-1980s. Started down the road on Main Street when a couple of farmers got together and wanted to sell their products, so they sold out of their vehicles. And it grew from the parking lot to this area here, which is along Draper and Roanoke Streets. And that stayed there for quite a few years. Town of Blacksburg was managing at that time, and then in early 2000s, the town of Blacksburg said, we can't manage this anymore. If you want the farmers market to continue, you need to find a way to management. So that's when the nonprofit Friends of the Farmers Market was born.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
The community supports this market so well, and the town of Blacksburg is a huge supporter of the market. But in 2009, that's when the structure was built. So it was along the streets, along Draper and Roanoke for a while. But in 2009, the structure was built. They actually had to raise this parking lot. It used to be a parking lot. And so they had to raise the ground in order to completely fill the vision for Market Square, including the structure for the market. So we have about 35 vendors during season. Could be close to 40 to 45 vendors around Christmas time, November, December, when we bring in extra craft vendors for our holiday market.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like German, like a Christmas market.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you what makes this individual from the other markets in the area, but this whole part of the country being so beautiful, all of the markets are great. But I see you already covered some of that. It's a beautiful space, and it's covered, and even on an Irish morning like this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this is what Ireland's like.
And you can see, we have people out here, and our musicians showed up today. I was surprised because they're planning on playing. But I think one of the things that make this market really unique, a couple of things, is we're a producer-only market, which means everything that's sold here is either made, produced, or grown within a 50-mile radius. So hyper-local. The community supports is very supportive of local businesses.
Oh, yeah.
And
New River Valley, it's all about it.
And a very healthy community. And so they support, a healthy eating, a healthy lifestyle. And so we offer much of that here at the market, and we are a community gathering space. So every week it's such a pleasure and an honor actually to see families gathering on the lawn, listening to music, kids are running around, they're dancing, they're playing, and people are doing their shopping. It's just truly a really very special place.
Now, I know that there's a lot of organic here, but there's also good farming, good people with good farming practices. Do you know anything? Can you talk a little bit about the good
I can talk a
process?
little bit about that. I'm not having a farming background. I can only speak very limitedly about it. But we have one organic farm, Riverstone Organic Farm, who produces fresh produce. They grow fresh produce. The other produce vendors here practice certified naturally grown growing
that's what I was
practices.
looking for.
Yes,
Thanks
certified naturally grown. And it's my understanding that basically it's a peer-to-peer group. So there's still farming in organic. They still have organic farming practices that they're engaging in, but it's a peer-to-peer review. And so they are certified naturally grown They're just not going through the expense and a lot of the red tape that they
There's
have
a
to
lot
go
of red
through.
tape.
Yeah.
I looked at it.
There
I
is.
had a bunch of berries on a farm with a huge amount of berries one time, and I looked at it. It was big, right? Just talk a little bit ahead of time about what we're going to find here, what kind of different vendors you have going today.
So we are headed into our prime season, right? Summertime, it's warm. It's normally, not today, but so you'll find a variety of everything here today. You'll find obviously fresh produce. We have 2 meat vendors on site today who, they produce their, I would want to say grow the cows, but they're not growing the cows.
They're
right?
not growing. I know what you mean.
But yeah,
like,
and so we have a couple of meat vendors on site. We have some craft vendors. We have we have a couple of bakers on site. So there's a little bit of everything.
There,
yeah, there's a little of everything. Hot food vendors, as you can see here and behind us, we have a couple hot food vendors on site. So we have a really diverse offering of products here at the market today. Another interesting thing that goes along with our producer-only market is that our market can have no more than 15% of craft at any given time. So no more than 15% craft vendors, and each booth can only have no more than 15% craft in their booth.
I think on Sundays, though, there's a market here on
Sundays.
That's right. I walked through here on a Sunday not too long ago, and there was something going on. Can you tell us about that?
I sure can. So that's the vintage market.
Oh, nice.
And so they sell everything there at that market is vintage. And I want to say, I don't know what the actual age is, 20 years maybe, I don't know. But anyway, it's vintage stuff. And it's a lot of vintage clothing, which it's my understanding that the students love the vintage clothing.
I'm vintage and I love vintage.
Exactly. And it's sustainable, right? So people aren't throwing their clothes away, they're kind of recycling. And so, which goes along with our...
That's some very cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Like not just a t-shirt and, the cool stuff.
So they're not technically part of the farmers market, but they do come under the umbrella of Friends of the Farmers Market. So we actually have to sponsor that event twice a month. It happens on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of every month from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And I heard music when I walked through.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing some parking over here and going to tech for a recital.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so I know that right now, the way things are going, it's really important. It's really important that we support local farmers, and it's really important that we support local things because the world is just getting to where you can sit in your house and order everything, and you don't get the quality of food that you do here. So it's really important right now that we support the local farmers markets. This area, we're not from Illinois originally, and this is the deal. I've lived all over the world and been all over the world, and this is as beautiful as any place I've ever been in the world.
I think so too. It's one of the things that really attracted me to the area in the first place. I'd driven through here back around 2015 on my way to Bluefield and rode through this whole area, and I thought, wow, what a pretty area. And the fact that it's a watershed area, and that's really important. But I agree with you with supporting local. I mean, with the farming practices for, the big industrial farms, we're all concerned about the footprint that it takes for the food to travel from point A to point B. We're concerned about potentially the chemicals that are being used on the products, the food themselves. And so I believe and agree with you that it's more important than ever to support our local farms, our local businesses. It's very important.
This is where we get our organic and our healthy stuff. Because these people could just go get a job, but they choose to live healthy lifestyles, and the people in this area are so friendly.
They
so
are
nice.
That's the other thing I noticed the first time I came here too, because not everyone is as nice where I'm from. I will go to say where I am from, but a little bit north. I'm a little bit more from the Northeast, and so that was one of the first things I noticed, how courteous and respectful and friendly people were here. It really, truly was the first thing I noticed about the area. Outside the aesthetic beauty, of course.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're ready, we can go and take a walk.
I'd love that.
All right, let's
Thank
go.
you. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's start over here with Beginning. They are out of Floyd, and they've been in the market for, I'm not entirely sure how many years, don't know, but all of their stuff is made sourdough based. This is Earl, he's the owner, and I mean, they do a great job. We're blessed to have them. They also attend the Floyd Farmers Market, and they're opening a restaurant in Floyd right now as well. Yeah,
Excellent.
so I'd like for Earl to maybe talk a little bit more about that if he can. So let's see if I can get him.
I understand. We understand that the vendors are busy. We appreciate you walking on because you're busy too. Because your assistant is not here today.
He's in Ireland.
Which is so funny because I lived in Ireland, and that's what I tell people this morning. It's like, okay, Ireland, it's always between 40 and 60 degrees and it rains all the time. That's 90% of the time.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Everybody wants to move there, but I'm like, do you realize this is, you know,
my assistant Jane is saying, "Hey, Earl, this is Dr. Kim. I sent an email the other day where she's here doing a podcast. And she's just visiting the market today to learn more about the market. I was just sharing that how long have you been a vendor here now?
9 years.
9 years. That's why I thought it was around 10.
smells are amazing.
Well, thank you. It's that enticing aroma, you know, that
Exactly.
meanders through the air.
It wafts from one booth to the next. But Earl's opening a restaurant in Floyd too, like I just said, and so.
What's the name of your restaurant in Floyd?
Gather.
Gather?
Huh?
All right, we may be down there one of these days.
Well, that would be wonderful.
All
Yes.
right,
So
so thank
hopefully
you for
we're
your
targeting
time.
the first week of June, right?
Okay.
Which is coming up, and
You'll be having musicians at some point. Musicians coming into play. Yeah.
So we have music bar, and just like our bread, we're staying very much in the farm to table organic vein with
Excellent.
international eclectic flavors.
That's it, because this area, I'm a natural doctor, and I'm a functional medicine doctor, science and natural. So this is one of the reasons I moved to this area, because the New River Valley is full of that, and I wish you all the best luck.
Yes, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Earl.
Have a wonderful day.
Let's see. What a nice man. Let's go see what else is going on here.
So this is Fermented Fire. They make their own hot sauces. Nick.
How's it
This
going?
is Dr. Kim, Functional Medicine. We're here doing a podcast today.
Wonderful, yeah. So yeah, we do fermented hot sauces, everywhere from zero heat all the way up to super spicy stuff, and we work with 19 local farms to get the majority of our
What's the difference
produce.
between a regular hot sauce and a fermented hot sauce?
So-
It's fermented,
So a
right?
regular hot sauce, you take all the same ingredients we have, and the recipe actually wouldn't change much, except for the fermentation process we do with our peppers. We used to do fermentation just to form acid and preserve our food over long stretches of time. We're doing it here because it tastes really good and helps impart extra flavor profiles to some of these really nice produces that we get. And you actually have samples of everything as well, and a little menu that is in the same order as the bottles. So most mild to hottest sauce at the ends, which we have ghost pepper and things with yellow Carolina Reaper. Yeah, fermentation is a preservation technique that just happens to make food extra tasty. So think sauerkraut, kimchi, stuff like that. Those are our fermented foods. Yeah.
Super good for your gut.
Yeah, that
As you
too.
can tell,
Added
he's
bonus.
very knowledgeable.
And spices clean out your bloodstream.
Yes, a few other added benefits as well. So yeah, it's a really nice all around.
Thank you. Where are you located?
So we're from Roanoke, but our kitchen is actually just down the road on Price's Fork, where the old elementary school is.
Millstone Kitchen.
Millstone, yeah.
Wonderful. We
Yeah.
like supporting them too.
Fabulous.
awesome.
Fabulous. Is that a public kitchen?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. So we actually, this is Green Market. They're a little busy right now, but they sell fresh fruits and vegetables. They grow their own flowers that they dry. They have a lot of summertime, summer plants. And they'll be bringing in Ayers Orchard, which they also manage. We'll be bringing in some peaches and apples soon, too.
Oh, the produce is beautiful. The flowers are so nice. flowers are so nice. A nice woman jam for
George Will's art. He is new to Blacksburg, went to Tech. His parents worked at Tech, and so he's our resident artist.
beautiful too. If we go and look at everything in complete total detail, we'll be here for 4 hours.
So you just tell
But
me.
this is great. Somebody's making alpaca socks.
They actually have a flock of over 50 alpaca that they shear once a year. They just go through their shearing process. They take the fur and then
That's where the other place I lived out of the country was for almost 4 years. Peru. So, yep, alpaca.
I have my alpaca socks on. They really do make things better.
They do, and they're soft too. Oh, this is more beautiful. Yeah.
They've been here for about 5 years now. Family, they're expecting their third child.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go talk to him for just a minute. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Got a minute?
Maybe.
Just
Yes.
a minute. Just a minute.
I sent an email earlier this week that we have Dr. Kim, functional doctor here in Blacksburg, is doing a podcast about the market.
Oh, cool.
And if you have a minute, she just wants to kind of like...
Just a minute. Just tell us just a touch about yourself and how we can get a hold of you and what you got.
Totally, yeah. So I have an online store, and then we set up Blacksburg every week.
And where else do you sell?
We sell at Cobblestone in Winston-Salem, and we're selling, yeah. So we're right in the middle. We're in Hillsville, and we're an hour here, hour there, and yeah.
And they are certified naturally grown as well. So that's what we were talking about earlier, the peer-to-peer review. Yeah, organic practices, but certified naturally grown.
Debbie's got everybody's contact information, and I'll put it on the podcast so they can get to your online store.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Do you deliver, or do you have to come and pick it up?
You have to come pick it up.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a nice drive down there as well.
Yeah, and we do, yeah, we have there's a Red Hill General Store. We have a shop open there too to pick up. And so it's cool to, yeah.
And these sugar snap peas are like candy. Just saying.
Absolutely. Take as many as you want.
Oh, they are like candy.
Yeah.
These are delicious.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Williamson Farm is out of Botetourt. This is one of our meat vendors. That's Tom. And then
Let's have a look at what's on this board.
he also grinds his cornmeal, oats, flour, eggs. And then we have Birdsong Farm. They're out of West Virginia. Honey, coffee. They're very popular coffee vendor on Saturdays. So they've been here for, I want to say, around 20 years. Birdsong's been here. But the honey is amazing. This is Weathertop Farm. Weathertop is also, they are out of around Floyd area. There are other meat vendors, and Cedric is passionate about regenerative farming. So he just is coming out with a book too.
Passionate about that?
Cedric, he's actually cooking in there.
Because I need to talk to him about that because that's such an interesting subject, regenerative soil. I'd like to come talk to you about regenerative soil someday. There you go.
He's actually doing they are participating in the farm trail on June 14th. His farm will be open for tours, and he'll be having people come in. This is Cedric.
Hi.
This is Dr. Kim. She's
Bump elbows since I have my gloves on.
Yeah.
So, sounds like you speak my gospel.
I do. One of these days, I would like to come and talk to you about regenerative farming.
Yeah.
Because this is a subject close to my heart. How to clean up the land, right? And how to naturally
Build soil rather than deplete it.
I build soil at my house. Okay? So yeah, if you don't mind, I'll come and talk to you about that one of these
That
days.
sounds good.
Yeah, I just told her about the farm trail on June 14th that your farm's open that day.
Get them on a hay wagon, and then I can preach regenerative farming for like 45 minutes, and they're stuck there.
Yes, we've just got a captive audience. I've been on it. It's a wonderful tour. I'm coming out too.
Are you playing again? I hope to. I see you.
What's your Wednesday schedule look like?
My Wednesday schedule's a little bit tighter.
See, this looks like Big Lick Ice Cream Company. Looks like they have ice cream by the scoop, and they have
Hoodies on and jackets.
homemade ice cream by the scoop, popsicles, ice cream sandwiches.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like they have a Facebook page.
All of them are man-made.
Looks like they have everything, and we have some more beautiful photos.
This is Riverstone Organic Farm. They're also out of Floyd. You'll be able to see they have. I mean, their stuff is beautiful. They're also on the farm tour on June 14th.
Beautiful, beautiful photos.
Farm. This is Martha. Martha is actually chairperson of our vendor committee on the board of directors. So she sits on our board. Our board is comprised of community members and vendor members.
Thank you so much for doing that.
This is Dr. Kim. She's here doing a podcast. I sent an email the other day about her going to be here. So Martha does all homemade jellies, jams. Her husband Ed does the glass blowing. They also give educational workshops about what they do. Martha makes all the jewelry.
We're sort of a combination of craft and value-added things and specialized produce. We do asparagus this time of year. We have fig trees in a greenhouse because it's too cold here to get a real crop. And a few other things like that, different.
The asparagus is the best. The best. It is. It really is. I mean, all the asparagus that you can get is like here, especially at market, is wonderful. But there's something about you grow your asparagus. It's just so tender you can eat it raw.
My hands picking it.
That's
She's
it.
got the magic.
She got the magic hands. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
And this is Hannah Howard Art. Hannah is what we call a floater vendor who gets to come in like when we have additional space open if the vendor's not here. 1 week we get hold of Hannah and Hannah comes in on a periodic basis. But she's also a local artist and does amazing work.
Oh, and then we have kombucha over here.
Yes.
I have been brewing kombucha for 20 years. I don't have a batch running right now, but it's like myself, like sometimes I grow microgreens and sometimes I brew kombucha, and you can just get that started. Pretty soon you have kombucha, which is really good for your gut.
Absolutely. And then we have Carter mushrooms that they own the whole Ben Carter and his wife Jackie own Carter mushrooms, the kombucha, and Plant Hub, which is her plant-based product.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at this because one of my patients was telling me about this place. They said, when you go there, because I'm a firm believer that mushrooms are super good for us. They helped us evolve. We were hunter-gatherers and we followed the herds, and mushrooms grow in the herds, and they help us evolve and they help our brains evolve.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. Look at these. These are beautiful. Oh, you're busy with this one. This is chestnut and oyster. And these are for sure lion's mane, and those look like blue oyster. And I'm not sure about all of them. Some of them are maybe hen and chick. No, there's no hen and chick here yet that I can see. These are gorgeous.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ben's not here today, the owner.
Okay.
So Lucas might be available to talk. He's been with Ben for a long
It's
time.
all right. It's hardy mushrooms, and you'll have the information for that on
And
your
it's on the website.
website.
This is Blacksburg Bagels. They've been here for 10 years at the market. CeeLo is the owner. He also has Blacksburg Bagels brick and mortar right down the road that's open during the week, and they're another one of our bakers that we have here on site.
And sweet babies and sweet puppies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it sure does. So he's been here for a long time.
West Farm is out of Lewisburg, West Virginia.
Good morning. Good morning. Beautiful flowers.
Look at those
strawberries.
poppies. It's just ridiculous. They're so pretty. I've never seen yellow. Well, California poppies are yellow, but I've never seen white ones. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah, and this is Dr. Kim.
And herbs.
Part of the podcast that I emailed you guys about.
Good.
So she's here doing a thing on the market.
Nice. Thanks for coming.
You bet. Stuff is gorgeous.
Thank you.
So you have a cut flower farm?
Yeah, we raise produce, cut flowers, and lamb.
Okay, and lamb.
Yep.
No, that's interesting because lamb is such good and healthy and clean meat.
It is, absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much for speaking with us.
This could be good for you.
This is Dashing Dog, one of our craft vendors. She actually uses a lot of natural products, leaves, flowers in her artwork, in her pottery. That's Bethany.
Hi, Bethany. Thanks for being on our podcast. Your stuff is beautiful. Very talented. Very talented.
Over here we have Under the Green Umbrella, and they do a lot of gluten-free baked goods.
You're on our podcast. Dance some more. I would love to, and we love happy people. Happy?
We're learning how to Punjabi dance. Yeah.
What?
Bhangra, it's a Punjabi dance. I was just teaching a little bit.
Yes. In between customers. I danced with Virginia Tech, and one of the people that came by when we were at Street Fair was speaking about this dance, that she was going to go home and make sure that the young girls at home knew how to do that. Right?
Oh, we got two types of cold brew. We got blueberry vanilla and then vanilla cake batter. We've also got peach lemonade, mango lemonade, classic, and blackberry lemonade.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.
And I love to see happy people.
We try.
We try.
No, it's a pretty good day for it. We're pretty happy.
It is. It's an Irish sort of day.
It is. It's a little chillier than we were expecting, but it's okay.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Debbie? She's doing her job. All right. Oh, look at
Black
these.
Snake Farm, Shane and Elaine. She does all the, she grows all the plants, she greenhouses, plants. He does a lot of the craft work. And she does a lot of the, she buys recycled products, like you can see the cups and the vases, and then she does her work with the plants to make them just beautiful as can be.
Love succulents.
Yes.
We love succulents. I'm going to go to everybody's farm and talk to them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Draper Springs, out of Draper Springs, and they have indigenous plants. That's their primary focus is in indigenous plants.
Local plants. I have got a bunch of, they just bloomed in my backyard before I bought the house. And, you know, everybody wants to clear everything out, and I said, don't cut anything down until I see what blooms. And I have those big orange indigenous azaleas. Those fire azaleas, I got a bunch of them.
Oh, I bet they're beautiful. This is Jen.
Hi, Jen. Tell us a little bit about your stuff.
We are a small plant nursery, just the two of us. We focus on native plants to support the ecosystem and food plants to help people grow their own food. We do some house plants to give your indoor spaces a little cheer. So especially in the winter time.
And you provide cheer to all the ladies who love your earrings.
Also design and stitch these earrings. We try to make them kind of fit with our environmental theme of doing like local insects and mammals,
Raccoons and skunks.
Yeah.
Can we look at these plants or did you say you stitched them?
Yeah, I stitched them on an embroidery machine.
Okay.
And Justin designs them.
They're adorable.
digitally. Thank you.
You've got like bats and flying squirrels and all the things. They're super cute. Well, thank you so much. And we appreciate you. St. John's wort. I love St. John's wort. I'm growing St. John's wort right now. Thank you.
Over here we have Kat the farmer. She's also out of Floyd.
Hi.
Her primary focus is salads and salad fixings. She offers a variety of other things too, but that's your primary focus, right, Kat?
Yeah, I'm a salad girl.
Yeah.
She's our salad girl.
So you're like, okay, I've got salads for the week, and I've got, and I'm good to go. Yeah, that's super nutritious. I grow microgreens too.
Awesome.
But a lot of times I'll get lazy and just grow peas because they're sweet. But,
there's so much good
broccoli microgreens treat breast cancer. Yeah. I always tell people it's easier to eat the microgreens than it is to eat the 5-gallon bucket of the food because it's the same amount of nutrition. Right? It's the same amount.
They pack a lot in.
Well, thank you so much.
Have fun shopping around.
Thank you, Kat.
Oh, look at this setup too. This is like the seasonal salad kit and fresh pesto. Oh my! Those are
Here we have Shane's Garden. They do homemade dumplings, which are just wonderful.
I'm gonna come back here and get some of those.
Yes, they're amazing.
Smells amazing.
We have Dancing D. Dancing D over here does handmade leather products. They're out of Roanoke area. Hi. Renee. It's Dr. Kim from NRV.
Yep.
It's my husband. He stepped away to get dinner.
That's all right. It's one big happy family here. Like you hear that, you just hear it and it sounds cliche, but these vendors really do support each other and they're there for each other like nothing like I've ever seen before. You guys are awesome. And then we already saw Cook and Pour. We do bring guest vendors onto when we have available space. We have one space as part of our community outreach effort to provide a space mostly to nonprofit organizations who want to get the word out about their organizations. So today we have Virginia Tech Mathematics here on site. Not technically a nonprofit, but we also try to support our local, the local university as well by allowing students to come in and share their information. Sweet Rebellion is a gluten-free baker. Her stuff is amazing. You would never know that it's gluten-free. And then we'll finish off with, last but not least, Bella and Rose Biscuits out of West Virginia. She's our local dog favorite vendor. This is Cheryl. This is amazing. And then Cheryl hand bakes all her products, all her, people could eat her dog treats. Absolutely. They're people friendly.
Right. The bandanas and soaps and bombs.
If my husband was here, he would eat the dog treats.
And she knows all the dogs' names and only a few of the owners' names.
Isn't that how it works?
Usually they're hunting.
Exactly. So this is Dr. Kim from NRV Healthy. She's our podcast.
And these are all healthy.
They are healthy.
Yep, no preservatives.
They are healthy. Well, thank you so much. We were just having a great time at the market this morning.
Oh.
And that's it. That's it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's go take a look at the band and we'll just we'll go check the band out for a second and we'll go finish doing the rest of our questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks for walking around with us.
Oh, this is such a pleasure.
Yeah,
And it's undisturbed time today for the most part, which is very unusual.
What time?
It's I have undisturbed time. But normally I'm just all over the place. But this is velvet spruce. It's basically a father-daughter and one third band member, but the father is the one singing, playing the guitar, and the daughter obviously is the one with the blonde hair, but they're Velvet Spurs. They're also part of a band called the Pub Knockers.
The Pub Knockers.
And one of the things that we do is for our sponsors, go right ahead and dance. A lot of people do. Is that on our sponsor, we have all of our sponsors listed.
I guess nobody ever really told me who she
Well, that was fun. Now we're back. After walking through the market and looking at all this beautiful stuff, what would you say you feel is the heart of this market?
Absolutely the vendors. They are the heart of the market. They put their heart and soul into everything that they do. This is their livelihood. The fact that they are bringing high quality, healthy, products to the market, they are the heart of the market. But it's way bigger than just the vendors, who really are the nucleus. Right? It's about the community and the support, and so on any given day, any given Saturday here, once music starts to play, it's not unusual for us to see at least 1,500 people to walk through here on any given Saturday. So it's this,
and dogs.
And dogs, that's
dogs.
right. We're a dog-friendly market, and we get a lot of dogs. So
I can see
and
5 or
cats.
6 good dogs.
Yes, and we get cats too.
Oh yeah, it's precious. What time does the music start?
Music is on Saturdays from 10 to 1.
So it'll start soon.
It's going to start soon, yes.
Right. Is there anything today that kind of stands out for you, things that are kind of individual, or is it just like a good day at the market?
It's always a good day at the market.
It's always a good day at the Blacksburg Farmers Market. There's a bunch of very nice markets in this area, but this market, I will have to say, is an exceptionally nice market.
Thank you. And if you don't mind, if I can expand on that just a little bit.
Go for it.
So we, for the third year in a row, have been awarded gold status for our market from the Virginia Farmers Market Association, and basically that means that we are operating above normal standard operating procedures for markets. We're exceeding expectations for operations here at the market, focusing on things like producer only, food safety at the market, food safety at the market, our outreach for our SNAP program, which is probably something I should mention as well, that we accept SNAP here at the market, and we match dollar for dollar up to $50 per market.
That's a lot.
It is. And we have our own
SNAP people, that's a lot of money and a lot of good healthy food.
Absolutely, because when they spend $50 off their card, they're getting $100 worth of tokens. We have our own currency. They're getting $100. Oh, it's great. And so they get $100 that they can spend in the market. And that's a win for the vendors, because now our SNAP recipients are, our most vulnerable, those are most vulnerable in our community, are getting healthy food. They're doubling their value, and they're spending here at the market, which means our vendors are also benefiting from those sales. So it's a win-win.
That's amazing, and there's so many good smells and foods here today. When I'm done with this, I'm going to go do some shopping.
Thank you.
Can you tell us about your website and how people can find these vendors and more about how the community can support this? I'm hoping that this gets out and lots and lots of people.
Thank you. I love that. So there are a lot of ways outside of being just a vendor. We can volunteer at the market. We have our event schedules getting ready to start. So we'll have our first event is on June 10th. It's called Mingle at the Market. It'll be here on a Wednesday afternoon from 4:30 to 6:30. And we'll bring in band. We'll have J.H. Bart's Distillery, Off the Mark Brewing will be here. And it's just a really wonderful opportunity for the community to come together and just hang out, listen to some music, socialize. Yeah. So that's our first big event. But you can volunteer for events. People can donate, which is really important. That's one of the ways that we are able to do our double match for SNAP is that we fundraise for that. So donations are always appreciated. Sponsorships, we have many amazing sponsors who are very dedicated to the market.
List of the sponsors.
I will.
I'll put it in the bottom of the podcast.
Oh, that would be great.
Right,
I mean,
that's
are
really commendable.
Absolutely, and they're listed over on our music banner behind the musicians, and so we really appreciate the support of our sponsors as well. And the town of Blacksburg does a wonderful job in supporting the market too.
Well, I'm so happy to be here this morning. So I'll tell you what. Thanks for having us, and I appreciate all that you've done this morning, and we appreciate the market. And friends, please come out. Is the market closed in the winter, or is it open?
No,
too?
good question. Thanks for asking that.
Oh, yeah.
So our hours, they vary slightly in the winter, but we're always open on Saturdays. Right now we're open 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Those hours change a little bit in November and December, and then they change a little bit more during the really cold
But we
months.
could have Christmas market and hot chocolate and things.
Absolutely.
Things like
Yep.
that.
And then we also have a Wednesday market too, April through November, 2 to 6 p.m.
2 to 6 p.m.
It's a little bit smaller market. Our vendors fit underneath the structure, but we have meat, bread, all the important things are on our Wednesday market.
And this is not the first time I've been to this market. But I'd be surprised if people don't run me down and not realize I'm doing a podcast because everybody knows it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like I said, this is our podcast where we interview people, we go places so that everyone knows where to find the healthy things. Because this area is super full of it. And I realized one day there's just people and places everywhere, between here, the healthy stores, the yoga places.
Exactly.
I want to go look at some organic farms and things
What
like
you're
that.
doing to help community members, for sure.
I appreciate it. All right, friends. So this is the end of our NRV Healthy for today. And thank you for watching. And please hit like and subscribe and share. And as our new videos come out, you'll be notified. Thanks, friends, and have a great day.